Here's Lever. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Nikola Jokic. And it's Beck in at the 3. Pass to Lever. Inside. Here's Issel. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Picked by Gobert. Paul finds Holmgren on the wing, SGA. Clock at 6. That shot off. Some solid defense from Edwards. Pass to Lever. To the middle. Here's Jokic. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
It's almost too easy for Jokic inside. His size and soft touch make short work of the shot.
SGA passes to Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Gilgeous-Alexander with a steal. Paul with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Paul against Edwards. And Paul gets it to go.
He doesn't back down from anybody. Paul has to be one of the most tenacious competitors in the league.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Jokic has got his second bucket of the night.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, I spoke with Coach Mike D'Antoni. Coach joked that if he focused on a single aspect of stopping Nikola Jokic, he would probably just beat them a different way. Instead, he showed the team 5 video clips, each with a specific failure of guarding Jokic. He's asked his players to prevent those mistakes from happening. Brian, back over to you.
Okay, thanks, Allie. SGA against Edwards. Shoots over SGA. Seattle pulls it in.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Pass to Paul. Now here's Gobert. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Guarded by Edwards. 13 feet out. Gilgeous-Alexander's shot is good.
And that's Shea's favorite spot on the floor. His mid-range game is automatic.
Edwards with it. He's picked up by SGA. And he comes up with a bucket.
You can't have a better start than that, connecting on 4 of your first 5 field goal attempts.
Outside Paul from 17. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Pass to Lever. First quarter of play, and just over 3.5 minutes in. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Great awareness from Ant to locate his teammate for the score.
Now Gobert. Now SGA. And here's Paul. Back to Holmgren. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. That three's off the mark.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
Lever passes to Edwards. Here's Lever. He's guarded by Paul. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Seattle trails. Pass to Paul. And he lobs it up to the rim. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And timing like this will serve Holmgren well, leaping at the exact right moment for the alley-oop.
Back the pass to Issel. To the left wing. Here's Lever. And it comes off the front of the rim. And here's Paul. SGA looking around. Seattle needs to get off a shot here. He can't hit that time. Inside. Pass to Issel. Over Gobert. Issel can't get it to go. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. SGA passes to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
Bam! Rudy Gobert.
I mean, that was a loud 2 points.
Pass to Beck. Here's Issel. It's Edwards on the wing. Gilgeous-Alexander defending.
Excellent use of his physical gifts. Goes up strong and captures the board.
Paul finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Gobert with a screen on Edwards. To the paint. And Gobert with the stuff.
When Gobert is close like that, you know he's going to try and ram it through.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the tide?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
Outside Edwards. SGA with a steal. Reed, a screen on Edwards. Outside Reed. Outside McDaniels. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Misses the three.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Edwards with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. It's Edwards, a pass to Nixon. Over Paul. Nixon, no good. Seattle on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Wilkes. Back to Edwards. There's a screen to the inside. Here's Beck. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Yeah, great play from Edwards off the pick and roll. Moving the ball around and get another guy a shot.
Throws it up high. Jokic against Paul. The crossover. And it's Jokic laying it in. Jokic has got 6.
I mean, it is amazing to watch Jokic at his size use the handle to create space for his shot.
Pass to Gobert. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Supersonics.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Another highlight for them has been their early ball movement, making quick, decisive passes to set up guys for great looks.
Seattle making some changes. Naz Reid's checked in for Rudy Gobert, and Brown subbed in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Wilkes. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. 14 feet away, and Brown with the basket on the assist by McDaniels. And Seattle leads by 5.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Reeves against Reed. 6 on the shot clock. Wilkes passes to Reeves. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Holmgren right side. Pass to Reed from downtown. Issel with a rebound. Issel's got 4 rebounds in the game.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
He gets it in there. Reeves has gotten his second bucket.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
Holmgren outside. Over to the wing. Here's Dampier from 8 feet. And Reeves pulls it down. Here's Nixon. Puts it up from 15. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Seattle out in front, leading by 1. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. And looking at what we've seen from the Supersonics, what do you think, guys?
Defensively, their gambles are paying off, jumping passing lanes and pressuring ball handlers.
And they need to continue that edge on defense. If your opponent is rattled, just dial up the pressure even more.
They've got Stephon Castle, and it's Wilkes in at the 3, the small forward. Pass to Issel, and out of bounds. The Supersonics will take it.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
Seattle leading by 3. Outside Brown. Now McDaniels. Seattle moving the ball around. Holmgren outside. Now McDaniels. He's scoreless. Cat from range.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Here's Issel. He's covered by Holmgren. Issel can't get it to go. Pass to Brown. Here's Dampier. Oh, the teardrop falls in. And Seattle leads by 8.
Wow, what skill level to get that floater up and in right there. Nicely done.
Here's Issel. He's covered by Holmgren. Holmgren with the block.
That is just great rim protection by Holmgren.
McDaniels can't hit. Castle outside. Pass to Nixon. Reeves with a screen on Brown. Here's Nixon. And from 16 feet away, he cans it.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Timeout called, the Supersonics. Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Brown. And it's the Supersonics with the ball. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Pass to Reed. Here's McDaniels. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, McDaniels. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Castle outside. Down low. Reeves takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Reeves has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Holmgren off the bounce. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren. Seattle making a switch here. SGA's checked in. Edwards with it. To the paint. Here's Issel. Yes, and it's Edwards picking up the assist. Edwards has got 3 assists in the game.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Gilgeous-Alexander takes off.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Edwards. Here's Issel. SGA covering. Just 3 to shoot. Pulls up. Offensive rebound. Great D that time from Holmgren. And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. Got it. And it's a 9-point Seattle lead.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognizes the smaller defender on him and takes it right to the rim.
Shot is good by Reeves.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
Outside, SGA. Reed for three. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Here's Wilkes. Pass to Reeves. Stolen by Reed. The three is up. And again, Seattle with a triple.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Here's Issel. Rejected by Holmgren.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
And there's a pick. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good. Makes him 3 for 7.
And so far, there's been tremendous cohesion offensively this quarter.
It's been a devastating night for them. Nothing has come easy, Grant.
Nothing indeed. Even when they've tried to make adjustments, it just hasn't worked.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Aldama's checked in for Seattle. Ball comes in for McDaniels. And the foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Lever. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. To halt the run.
I can't believe it. I mean, he can't buy a basket in the second period. He might want to keep the ball moving.
SGA passes to Aldama. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And when you've got your opponent down, you don't want to take your foot off the pedal.
Well, with the pace of this game, you don't want to leave anything to chance.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Jokic. Now here's Castle. Fires the three. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
And as we see more of Castle, expect that J to get better.
Reed to screen on Castle. Rebounded by Castle.
What a contest. That looked like a guaranteed bucket.
Anthony Edwards rips it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Picked by Aldama. Back to Paul. From deep, SGA. And it's going to be out of bounds. Seattle will have another go. Right side, Paul.
Away team foul. Fat Lever. First personal foul. Third team foul.
Aldama outside.
Come get it.
Outside Paul. Just 5 on the clock. The rebound by Lever.
That's a missed opportunity, and that is one he would love to have back.
Yeah, look at me.
Now here's Edwards. Castle finds Edwards. Jokic the screen. Puts up a three. Anthony Edwards rains one in.
And a slick play called by Edwards, creating space for himself to operate.
Picked by Aldama. To the inside. And he throws it down with one hand.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
Outside Reed. Pass to SGA. Outside Paul. Stolen by Jokic. Here's LaRusso. Guarded by Aldama. Here's Lever. Right side Edwards. From outside the arc. Reed with the rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Back to Paul. Lays it up and banks it in. Paul's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Yeah, when he's inside, Paul is so good at finding those little creases.
Reed against Jokic. 1:07 left in the first half. Nice D from Reed.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Aldama, left side. And they're on the run. And here's Edwards outside. Ant-Man from the corner.
Well, Ant will pull up from anywhere beyond the arc. Of course, more than comfortable letting it fly from the corner.
Gilgeous-Alexander on the wing. He's guarded by Castle. Gilgeous-Alexander against Castle. 4 on the clock. From behind the arc. And Gilgeous-Alexander missing.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Here's Lever. Still no points. Outside Edwards. This one for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Seattle, finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. Getting lots of great looks. Shooting it well. That's why they're up. We'll be right back.
Some great post.
Seems like they can't miss. Just rolling offensively, getting whatever they want.
You haven't heard this in a while, fellas. SLN, Shaq-like numbers. When you're doing that, it means dominance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Checking out the circumstances. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some...
Continuing our coverage of the Western Conference semifinals. Glad to have you back. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Chris Paul out there with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Then it's Chet Holmgren. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. That's the group starting the second half from Mike D'Antoni. Lever passes to Edwards. Here's Lever. The baseline, Jay tries to break his ice. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Seattle leading by 8. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Here's SGA. Ooh, Shea showing no fear inside.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from the inside.
To the middle. Here's this one. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
Pass to Paul. Fires the 3. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Lever. No made baskets yet. Here's Issel. Out to the wing. Here's Beck. No good with the triple. And SGA has got the ball here for the Supersonics. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. The kick out to Paul. Over Jokic. Paul, shot is off. Paul's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Lever passes to Edwards. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
And we've seen Edwards grow a lot in the past few years. He has a great understanding of how to put defenders in tough spots.
And he sinks the second. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. And Seattle calls time here.
Timeout. Timeout.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Paul. Shot clock at 5. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Beck.
That's a cold start out of the break. Only one of his first 4 has he gotten to go.
Edwards, the pass to Issel. Back to Edwards. Oh, the finish inside by Edwards.
And certain nights, Edwards just goes off. Very tough to stop when he's in the zone.
Pass to Holmgren. They still need this. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Well, he is really filling it up, but also keeping others involved.
To the left side wing. Jokic passes to Beck. Here's Issel. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Seattle pulls it in. Holmgren's got 6 rebounds in the game. And here's Paul. Pass to Gobert. Outside, SGA. Holmgren with a screen on Edwards. Edwards against SGA. Ooh, nice move as he stepped back and cast it up. And now a 9-point Seattle lead.
Yeah, Gilgeous-Alexander just gets that off, going deep into the clock.
Pass to Edwards. Jokic with a screen on SGA. Edwards, the pass to Jokic. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside, SGA. Back to Paul. Pass to Gobert. And stolen by Edwards. Inside. And stolen by Holmgren. Here's SGA. And Seattle tacks on 2 more. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Seattle.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And I also really like the pace they've played with in this one, specifically how high tempo it's been, clearly working to their advantage so far.
Jaden McDaniels, he's checked in for Seattle. Here's Nixon. He's guarded by Paul. To win the drought. It's blocked by Gobert.
Yeah, no easy paths to the rim when Gobert is down low. I mean, he just bats it away with ease.
Second personal foul.
And Jokic no good on that one. The Supersonics leading by 9. Outside Paul. Outside SGA. Holmgren outside. The 3 is up. That one's good. And so Gilgeous-Alexander with the assist. SGA's got assist number 8 here already in the game. Pass to Nixon. Down low. Here's Jokic. Rejected by Holmgren.
Well, that is the long arm of the law right there. Holmgren, an exceptional rim protector.
Issel. No good off the glass. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Supersonics. 17 points was their biggest margin. Gobert against Jokic. Outside, SGA. Issel with a rebound. Here's Edwards. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. Edwards has got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, in that mid-range area, Edwards is money. The defense must guard him better than this.
Chet not messing around inside.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
To the inside. And Beck gets it to go. Beck's got his second basket of the night.
And the shot selection has been great, but the volume isn't where it needs to be.
Edwards against SGA. The 15-footer. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 14 points.
And what I love about his performance tonight, he started slow, but he refocused at halftime, and he has really picked it up.
And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Naz Reid's checked in for Seattle. The visitors with the ball. Down by 12. Stolen by Reid.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Outside Paul. Seattle move the ball around. They set the pick. Pass to Issel. And stolen by Holmgren. Outside McDaniels. Here's SGA. Outside Reid. Now Paul. Outside for SGA. 5 to shoot. From down in the low post, it goes. 16 points for him.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Pass to Jokic. Oh, he's a load inside. Jokic finishing strong.
It's interesting. They definitely had more three-point attempts in the first half. Not sure why they went away from it.
Reid finds Gilgeous-Alexander over Castle. And it's Wilkes with a rebound. Here's Issel. He's covered by Holmgren. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
32 seconds left in the third quarter. It's McDaniels on the wing. There's 18 seconds left in the third quarter. Dampier misses. Here's Lever. No points so far. Pass to Issel. Holmgren with the block. What a performance for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He has been the story for Seattle. He put together 10 points in the quarter. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
I just love the way he plays. He does a great job of making everyone around him better.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. We've got Edwards, and it's Lever in at the point. Elbow shot on the way. Seattle pulls it in. Reid's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Gilgeous-Alexander against Reeves. And it's SGA missing. Here's Wilkes. Here's the pick. Going inside. Pass to Lever. And they call an illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Here's Dampier. 60 ticks off the clock here in the fourth. And the shot's good.
And Shea didn't need a lot of time to get that shot off. His feet were set, his hands were ready, and he let it fly.
It's Edwards on the wing. And they double up Edwards. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That'll be a second foul of the game. The visitors with the ball. 11-point game. Right side Reeves. Just 5 to shoot. Hey, in 6 attempts, he's made 5. Talk about efficiency.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Over to the left wing. Aldama outside. Pass to Dampier. Three-pointer. The rebound by Lever. Lever's got 5 rebounds tonight.
It's been a quiet game for him to this point on the offensive end, but the team has still played well enough to hold the lead.
Now here's Aldama, right wing. Here's Dampier. And the shot goes down. And Seattle leads by 11.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
Edwards, that's good.
And this is how confident Edwards is. Feels like he can sink these shots whenever he wants.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's closely guarded. SGA, what a finish.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
Edwards looking for an opening. Seattle pulls it in. Reed's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Fires high post. That's short off the rim. Dampier's gone 2 of 6 here tonight from the field. Here's Lever. Gilgeous-Alexander defending. Now Edwards. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got 8 rebounds in the game. To the paint. A slam dunk by Reed.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. An impressive display. How about that look on the AT&T Connected Cam? And Seattle calls time here. Seattle making some changes. Gobert's checked in for Reed. Holmgren comes in for Aldama. And it's Chris Paul in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, well during the last break, I heard Mike D'Antoni as he talked with the team. He told his guys, let's not waste this advantage. Hold on to it. Stay aggressive. Let's not give up ground. Coach wants to see his team staying strong out there, guys.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The 3 from Holmgren. The rebound by Lever.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Switch.
It's Jokic, high post. Pass to Castle. Here's Beck. And he dunks it down.
Nice decision by Castle. I mean, this guy is a great teammate.
Paul taking his time here. Oh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Seattle making a switch here. SGA's checked in.
If you're a head coach, you love having a guy like Chris Paul around. He's a coach on the floor for you and helps keep everyone accountable.
And that's why you don't want to foul a guy like him. He is going to make those free throws.
Here's Nixon. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Just his first turnover of the night. He's been poised and he's been focused.
Trey Murphy, he's checked in for Seattle. Gilgeous-Alexander with the ball. Seattle moving the ball around. And again, it's Seattle missing.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Lever passes to Jokic. Over Gobert. Misses off the right iron. Seattle leading by 12. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Screen by Holmgren. Tries the spin move. And he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 22. Here's Lever. Pass to Jokic. That one is off. Good D by Gobert. Now Paul. Gobert up top, covered by Jokic. Edwards against Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Now Holmgren. There's the triple. Shot's good. SGA making the play. Gilgeous-Alexander's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. It's Edwards on the wing. Pass to Jokic. Now Edwards. Here's Beck. Fires the three. Holmgren there for the rebound.
Well, he was hoping to respond with a three of his own. He just couldn't get it to go.
Now SGA. Paul outside from deep. Jokic with a rebound. Paul's gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Here's Lever. He's guarded by Paul. It's off. And SGA has got the ball here for the Supersonics. A 17-point lead, their biggest. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
And this is where you really want to be mindful. No turnovers, no sloppy play.
Time now to present our player of the game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Incredible. I mean, he found his rhythm out there tonight, and he's really let his offense come to him. He hasn't forced the issue, and because of this, it's allowed him to get into a comfort zone.
Man, he was fully committed to getting the W. The next round is in sight, and he doesn't want to let that chance slip away.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Pass to Castle. A minute 22 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Yes, sir! That one goes!
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Aldama, right side. Outside McDaniels. Now Reed. And Seattle tacks on 2 more.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
With the step back, here's Reeves. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
You can tell Castle values the chance to set another guy up. He's not trying to do it all by himself out there.
Here's McDaniels. And the basket by Dampier. And Seattle leads by 19. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Castle outside. Reeves with a screen on Brown. To the middle. Castle finds Reeves. Yes! Using that window!
Good vision by Castle there to find the open man.
And that's going to do it for this series. They'll move on. And they start out the postseason with a bang, a big-time victory.
The attitude they came out with was aggressive. They wanted to set the tone from the jump, and they did just that.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for